Your dog stares at you sometimes. Not the feed me stare, a different one, longer, quieter. And there's a growing body of medical research suggesting that in some of those moments, your dog may be detecting something you can't. Something inside your body that hasn't shown up on any scan yet. Dogs can smell cancer. This is not a folktale. It is peer-reviewed science, replicated across multiple countries, published in journals like Integrative Cancer Therapies, PLOS ONE, and in the BMJ. Here's what's happening biologically. Cancer cells produce volatile organic compounds, VOCs, as metabolic byproducts. These compounds are exhaled in breath, excreted in urine, and emitted through skin. To a human nose, these signals are undetectable, but a dog's olfactory system contains roughly 300 million scent receptors, compared to our 6 million. Their brain dedicates 40 times more neural real estate to processing smell than ours does. They are, in every measurable sense, built for this. The first rigorous clinical study was published in 2004 by Dr. Carolyn Willis and colleagues in the BMJ. They trained 6 dogs, a mix of breeds including a Labrador and a Papillon, to detect bladder cancer from urine samples. The dogs correctly identified cancer samples at a rate significantly above chance. The finding was surprising enough that editors initially resisted publication. The science held. What followed was a wave of replication. A 2011 study in Gut found that a Labrador trained on breath and stool samples detected colorectal cancer with 91% sensitivity and 99% specificity, meaning it almost never gave a false positive. A 2019 study by BioScent-Dx trained beagles to detect lung cancer from blood serum with 97% accuracy, prostate cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, melanoma, Parkinson's disease. The list of conditions dogs have been trained to detect keeps growing, and in nearly every study, performance exceeds or matches conventional early screening methods. The most extraordinary case on record involves a woman named Joy Milne from Scotland, whose husband was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Joy had noticed a change in her husband's scent years before the diagnosis, a subtle, musky odor she couldn't explain. After connecting with researchers at the University of Edinburgh, she was tested in a blind trial. She correctly identified every Parkinson's patient from their T-shirts and flagged one apparent false positive who, 6 months later, received a Parkinson's diagnosis. She had been right all along. Researchers have since identified the specific compound Joy was detecting, a sebum biomarker that dogs can also be trained to recognize. So why isn't your doctor sending you home with a Labrador instead of ordering a blood panel? Because translating biological capability into a standardized medical tool is harder than it sounds. Dogs require months of training. They have good days and bad days. They get bored. They respond to unintentional handler cues. The variability between individual dogs is significant, and no 2 labs train dogs the same way. The current research direction is to use dogs to identify the specific VOC signatures of each cancer type, and then replicate that detection electronically in a device sometimes called an eNose. Dogs are the discovery engine. Technology is the intended endpoint. But here's the part that stays with you. Dogs have been living alongside humans for 15,000 years. They evolved to read us, our moods, our movements, our intentions. It now appears they were also quietly reading our biochemistry. That stare your dog gives you sometimes, they may know more than they're letting on. If you want to train smarter with your dog, using the latest in behavioral science, join the waitlist for AnyDog, your dog's personal AI trainer. AnyDog.ai.